2, 1, action.
Representation. To begin with, our band is Slim Bit Gym Kit, and they're an alternative indie music rock band.
Age. Our representation is age because it suits the band, band members, and the lyrics best. And yeah, all the different conventions that we have, such as camera work, performance, visual gestures, and lyrics, all linked to age.
Camera work. We're going to use a variety of long shots, close-ups, and then shoulder shots. The long shots will show the character's costume and his body language. The close-ups will then show his emotion or when he gets depressed during the song. And the shoulder shots we use when he's focusing on, for example, what happened and a guy who's dressed in a suit.
The artist's performance will be directly looking at the camera, as it is a narrative music video. The performance shots will be at Plug and Play in Reading. It will be less direct, as the camera will be focusing on the band as a whole. So these shots will consist of close-ups, mid-shots, and shots of the band members to show expression and emotion of the occasion.
Due to the fact that our band Slim Bit Gym Kit consider their music as a new take on alternative indie rock, we want them to dress how they feel most comfortable, how they feel reflects their genre and them as people. Nothing too eccentric, as the video, the narrative bit is quite everyday life, and there's some examples of what we're thinking about that.
Gestures used both in the song, the stereotypical body language of the artist and band members, because stereotypically teenagers have trouble finding themselves, and this is sometimes reflected in their body language and the song that we've chosen. Teenagers sometimes have low self-esteem and low confidence, and this is reflected in the song as the main artist has set himself high aspirations, and this is reflected also in the lyrics, never gonna happen.
The lyrics, the first line of the chorus is never going to happen, never going to happen to you. The song's about self-doubt, about the first about the singing. He's written it himself and it's to do with his life. In Paradise, the artist believes that nothing is ever what is important ever happen to him, and will always happen to everybody else. Stereotypically, teenagers don't really know themselves very well, and we just believe that their life is always worse off than others. Break the day of detached houses is another line. Stereotypically, teenagers want the freedom of older age and are kind of wishing their life away. Your Darling, that is that. Stereotypically, teenagers don't really know the meaning of life and they're still trying to find it. So they believe that nothing really is going to happen, and then one day they're gone and that'll be it.
The performance that we film with the band, like at Plug and Play, will be dominant in the video, as it's a stronger part of the narrative and it promotes the band more, which is our main aim. Although the narrative is just as important, because it shows what's happening throughout the song, so that will be emphasised in the video.
Target audience. Our initial target audience will be both male and female audiences between the age of 15 to 28. I've created an ideal audience profile. The preferred bands would be Oasis, Kings of Leon, Arctic Monkeys. The style would be retro clothing, like skinny jeans, check shirts, pencils, cardigans, so on and so forth. They're likely to shop mainly at Topshop, Topman, H&M, charity shop and vintage stores. The audience would be likely to go to gigs and music festivals. They are likely to be outgoing, who enjoy socialising, preferring going to parties and clubbing. They would drink alcohol, maybe smoke. They would be into sports, but if so, not competitively. They'd watch a variety of films. They would own a car, and if so, it would probably be a Mini. They're likely to play stereotypical representation of teenagers. But these are some examples: being rebellious, desire to be unique, dramatic, ignorant, full of conflict, like to spend money and attention seekers, or counter-stereotypically, they're presented as being well behaved, well-mannered, helpful, likeable. As well as this, I differentiated between an old music video by a teenager and a recent one, Britney Spears and Taylor Swift. And Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, Britney tries to portray herself as being sexy with her short skirts and rolled up tops, which is that teenagers try to be, trying to grow up too fast to some extent. Whereas in Taylor Swift's love story, she's portrayed more innocently and, yeah.
Our inspiration came from a band called Kid Rockets and a song called Lost in London. Their music video